Brand new fluid to the right. This is the fluid we just got out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is the Vikings Garage, and today is episode number 4 of the Do-It-Yourself series, in which I teach you guys how you can maintain your own car at home. Now, this might actually be a very controversial topic, because I'm sure I'm just about to open a really big can of worms, or hopefully not, because there are the guys that will tell you, oh, you don't have to change the transmission fluid, it will last forever. And then there's the guys that go by the book, and if you read in the book somewhere in there, it will tell you, yes, you should indeed replace the transmission fluid, which is what we're going to do today. So, stick around. Yes, by the book, if you look at it, it can be a little overwhelming, a little confusing, but I can assure you, by the end of this video, you too will be able to do your transmission fluid change. All right, so without any further ado, let's just cover a few points that are necessary for those of you that are not familiar with, this transmission layout. What I actually am trying to talk about is the actual dipstick situation. So, if you're familiar with this car, you already know that this transmission, this so famous 5-speed transmission that everybody loves, right? I mean, I don't mind it, but I get what everybody's complaining about. In this day and age, we should have a couple more gears, I guess. But my point is, they don't have a dipstick. Now, let me turn the camera around and show you what I mean. When you come to your engine bay, oftentimes in these Toyotas, on your left side, passenger side, right here in this corner, you would find orange looking dipstick. Well, these transmissions don't have a dipstick. What they do have, and I will put it up on the corner here, is it's a built-in to the oil pan. Well, it is a pan, but the transmission pan has a built-in dipstick in which you gotta get, there's a procedure. You got to get the transmission at a certain temperature, and then you gotta open that bleeder, and you gotta let the fluid come out at a trickle. Well, that can be confusing for some people, understandably so. And today I'm going to fix that for you guys, because I'll guide you through the correct procedure of doing this. But stick around, and I promise you, I'm going to teach you a way to do this that is going to blow your mind, because you will never ever second guess yourself about doing this service ever again. It's that simple. So this is what you're going to need for this job. 3 quarts. That has to be the brand. I wouldn't even recommend anything else. And you got to buy these 2 gaskets. You see how much I paid. This is your part number. So you need 2 of those. And we'll go over the procedure. All right, so obviously you drain your fluid first. The 14-1, take it off, drain it all out. And the method that we use here at the dealer, as you can see, is with the Toyota Special adapter. Now, as I will mention in a second, there's other ways you can accomplish this at home yourself. Stepping away from the car a little bit, because as you can see, it's I got it up in the air running, and that's part of the deal. If you do it by the book, you got to have the car running, and you're gonna have to bring it up to 104 degrees, between 104 and 113, I believe. I'll put the correct temperature right there in the corner. Let's get to it. I'm going to show you exactly what you're supposed to do once you get the temperature up to where it should be. As you can see here, on your pan, on the transmission, this is actually the one you're going to crack loose to check the level. This is the one that has the internal dipstick, but like I said, I have a scan tool hooked up to it, and the magic number we're looking for is Yeah, I was correct. 104 and 113. If you want to do this at home the right way, but you obviously don't have the scan tool, how can you get the temperature out of your transmission? You get yourself a tool like this, point the laser, and you, my friend, just got yourself the temperature for your transmission. Easy peasy. I'm pretty sure you can get this Harbor Freight. Excuse the noise, but once you have reached optimal temperature, then the one with the Allen, which is the number 5, that's the one you want to open. And I'm going to show you guys what it is you're looking for. As you can see, I overfilled it on purpose. And I'll show you guys exactly what you should be expecting. When you see that path break, you know, separating, then you know you're at the correct level. That's it. You, my friend, have just adjusted the level to the correct specifications. Always, new gasket, guys. And then, of course, torque it to specs. Now, so this is my way, the Viking way. What you get is you get a container. I don't know how well on camera that's going to show. That's going to have the quantity in it. And this is what you do. You place the container right underneath where your drain is, which is the 14. Try not to make a mess. And this is what you do. You collect all the fluid. Now, by doing this, when you're done collecting all the fluid, turn the camera this way. When you're done collecting all the fluid, guess what you're gonna have in the container? The exact amount you remove. So, theoretically speaking, if you put the same exact amount back in, then you should be good. That's the quick way of doing it. But by all means, if you guys feel more comfortable checking it by temperature, then do so. On this car, I've done the method I just showed you 5 times now. Never had a problem. If you put in the same amount it took out, you should be okay. After letting it sit for quite a while, as you can see here, it is slightly above 2.5 quarts. So that is exactly the same amount you should putting in. Let me show you how I do it over here on the table. So we got ourselves in this container. It does have, as you can see, the measurements. So what you want to put is roughly 2 and more or less right over there. See, as you can see, I already had the mark because they're all between this and right there in the middle. That's usually where I see it. But I think if you buy 3 quarts, you should have more than enough. You should never ever need more than 3 quarts. So I just want to touch bases on the fill plug. So it comes with a rubber O-ring. Honestly, guys, unless it's deteriorated, I wouldn't bother replacing it. I have yet to replace mine on my car, and the torque spec on this guy is 27. So let's get it done. Obviously started by hand. As you can see from this footage, the AC was already turned off, and let's just say working under a car with a hot exhaust was taking a toll on me. 7 foot-pounds of torque. brand new fluid to the right. This is the fluid we just got out on the left. That fluid, by the way, only has 35,000 miles. So you be the judge. Now, as I'm sure you're probably asking yourself, well, how can I get the fluid up there if I don't have the special adapter, right? Well, I found a very easy solution for you, although I'm going to let you guys do a little bit more research, because I am sure some of you can come up with a better way of getting the fluid up there. There's actually many methods if you think about it. Even a siphoning tool, if you reverse it, that can work too. But any sort of pump that you can pump the fluid into it, as long as you can track how much fluid you're pumping into it, you're golden. Well, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you found this information to be helpful. As always, you know, if you have any other questions, you can always drop me a comment down below. Please do not forget to hit that like button. I need all the help I can get. We need to keep this channel growing. But in the meantime, do not be afraid to get your hands dirty, and I will catch you guys on the next one.